Good afternoon, I'm Kim and welcome back to Golden Acres. We have a bit of a problem, and it's ants. Some of you know we have a tree we have to take down this winter. It's full of carpenter ants. It's on the corner of the house, so we have to be real careful when we're taking that down. But we also now have ants in the container garden. So I'll bring you down here to look at that real quick, and then we'll pop back up out of the sun and chit chat about what we're going to do about it. So if you've been watching us, you know about 2 weeks ago I planted those 2 pots with spinach and nothing ever popped up. Well, we have, and I sprayed them down. You can see I flooded them. Well, we had ants underneath here, and they're still there. I just flooded them this morning, trying to get them to move. And some of them have moved in here, and if you look really close, you can see their tunnels. And if I go get the shovel out, I will open one up in a second. This one I think has more of them in it, and I just saw one running around. You can see their little tunnels up here on top. Let me go get the shovel, open up, and you'll see the ants move like crazy. Well, I'm not actually seeing a lot in there. Maybe they just came in and ate my seeds. I've seen ants in here though. Huh. They have this one in the morning, you see a bunch. Break it up. No, maybe they're just coming over and stealing food. I'll come back out tomorrow. Well, we figured out that they are just stealing food out of my pots, which is actually easier to deal with. And so they must just all be under the fire pit still. But I do see them out when I come out here in the evenings or in the mornings to water, because I water with it being containers once or twice a day. It's really hot, like it's 90 degrees today, so I'll probably water twice. I really should have some shade, so like the spinach and stuff doesn't bolt, but I didn't really expect it to be 90 degrees at the end of September. You know, we're in zone 6B. 6A? I'll double check on that and I will put it right here. I believe it's 6B, but I could be mistaken. And so there's a couple different things. A lot of people will say to use, I'm distracted by a monarch. They're so pretty. A lot of people will say to use cinnamon. From my research, main source being M.I. Gardner, cinnamon works if they're eating fungus. Now, since I see them in my soil a lot, there probably is some in there. And I could probably get them out by using that. But with having a actual large ant problem, probably going to go with the borax and sugar. I do have to be careful with that. I'll probably inject it like into their nest as much as possible, because we do have dogs and we have cats and I have children. Of course, you don't want them to get into that. So I will probably get borax and sugar, and I will be, it's supposed to rain Friday, Saturday, Sunday, probably Thursday too. So maybe I'll inject that Wednesday evening, let them have Wednesday night, and Thursday. And then anything else will be cleaned up by the rain. And I can watch the dogs for one day, because of course they won't be loose at night unsupervised. So I think that's my plan. So then go grocery shopping tomorrow and get that all the stuff I need. Of course I have sugar. I don't have the borax right now. And even for me, buying some borax isn't a big deal. If you're just dealing with a small ant problem, there's lots of people who keep it. You know, there's some at my mom's house I could technically get from her, but we cloth diaper, so you use borax every once in a while if you need like diaper cream, or you need to strip, or you just want a slightly deeper clean. I try not to strip too often, but sometimes things just need it. Also, we have some stuff that I've noticed clothes get stained much easier now than they had like even 5 years ago. So some of my clothes need stripped to get some of this, just like the wear and tear, you know, like little bitty grease stains or nursing stains, because breast milk apparently is going to stain my specially ordered breastfeeding clothes. Annoying, but it needs to come out. I want that to last. I'm not investing in a bunch of other stuff, especially for something that's such a short amount of time in my life. I love those shirts, and they're awesome, and they keep modesty great, but I'm not going to buy a whole different wardrobe of that. So the borax for me is not a big deal to buy to deal with my ant problem. Interjecting real quick to just show you, like, you know, you can see this is where I disturbed it yesterday, so these videos are definitely in order, but this is all of the ants. Just like attacking this pot. So they're doing something in there, and they definitely ate my seeds that were in there at one time. But they're going absolutely like crazy. A couple other things we've done in the garden recently. These were my slightly pitiful looking broccoli plants. So I planted them in here, even though technically I want to move them to the greenhouse. If they survive, I might transplant them again. But like over here, here's another broccoli plant I had recently transplanted from what the boys did. Get my shadow out of the way. Like, it's doing good, but then there was one right here, and it died very quickly. The chives never came up in this pot, so it's replanted in spinach. I added spinach to this pot. A couple of the blank spaces here I have filled in, but I've also started harvesting some baby spinach from this plant. And then these two pots I planted with spinach today. Probably do those two pots next, and then those two pots after, and then might be on rotation. So, and then here's my carrots. They're gonna need fed soon, but I'm gonna just leave them for now. I've weeded fairly well. And that broccoli plant is doing good, and I'm going to need to adjust those. We have a little spider. I pretty well keep my distance, even if they're not poisonous. I don't want to get bit. So yeah, that's where we have for this year. It's kind of a little garden. We're kind of crazy, you know, all spaced out, and dirt pile pretty well between me stealing from it and the boys playing in it. Pretty well pulled down, and but it works. It's small and it's messy, but small and messy feeds me, feeds my family. It's a start, it's a habit starter, especially because what I did not expect was to be sick for 4 weeks. So, me, myself, was sick off and on for 4 weeks. I had like 3 different things between moving to a different state, my kid starting school for the first time, and because we've all been in isolation or keeping socially distancing, some things just haven't moved. So all of those combined, we got sick for 4 weeks straight with 3 different things. And then like 2 weeks before that, we had a week of relief. We had another different cold. We have been tested for a coronavirus over and over and over again, and it's constantly negative. I did lose my sense of smell for a little while, and I was for sure, as I was like, I have COVID. Nope, don't. Something else caused me to lose my sense of smell. So you can't know if you have it. So yeah, get tested. Wash your hands. Stay safe. God bless.